Know your fucking place, trash!
So you're probably wondering, how the hell do you do the Road Apocalypse challenge after the nerf to the night vision goggles? Well, in today's video, I have a solution to that, and I will show you how to beat the Gold Apocalypse challenge after the night vision goggle nerf. So just like my last video, change your preset to Apocalypse Free, except this time, unlike my last video, change hunt duration to medium. Don't change weather this time like I showed you in my last video, just change hunt duration to medium. And then begin your game. What you're going to be aiming for here is to get a Deogen. Just like I said in the last video, it will be shown at the top of the screen if you're interested. But you start your game, and step 1 is to get good objectives. So what do I mean by good objectives? I mean get any objective that isn't Crucifix or Ghost of it. So you can see here, I didn't get either of those, which means we can now go into phase 2. Which is trying to get a Deogen. The reason why you want a Deogen is because it's the slowest ghost in the game, and it will also find you immediately, which is a win-win because you're able to outwalk it and you're able to get objectives done because it's always on you. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, for items you want to bring in an igniter, a firelight, an incense, and a crucifix. Don't do what I did here and bring in a camera, don't do that. Instead, bring in a firelight instead of the camera. And also, don't bring in the night vision goggles. They're completely dog shit and they're not worth using. So do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, once you go in, you just want to go to the end of the hallway and wait for a hunt to test if it's a Deogen or not. The reason why you want to go to the end of the hallway is so if it does hunt, you'll be ready to move in any direction based on where it's coming from. The only exception is if the ghost is at the entrance, which in that case, you're pretty fucking unlucky, which is why you have the Crucifix to counter that, in case it spawn kills you. Anyway, the door's just closed there, it's now hunting. If you don't get chased within 20 to 30 seconds, it's most likely not a Deogen. You should just leave the round and try again from step 1. Now, to know if the hunt is over, you just mess with the light switch. If the light switch cannot be flicked, it means it's hunting, like as you can see here. But if the light switch can be flicked, it means the hunt is over. But yeah, like I just said, if it's not a Deogen, just restart the round and do everything again from step 1. Anyway, I am going to cut over to when I actually get a Deogen game. So I actually wanted to record this part just to show you an example of getting a game where you actually get a ghost event or crucifix as your objective. I was recording for a while trying to get this Deogen game, it was driving me nuts, but I wanted to show you something important before you go into the actual round. And that is a specific graphic settings in your game settings. And that one would be eye adaptation. Go into your video, go to eye adaptation, you'll notice it's turned on. Notice when I turn it off, your game is considerably darker. But notice when I turn it back on, the game is considerably brighter in the dark areas. It's a really good setting, and it does help a little bit with vision. So I do recommend turning on eye adaptation. But anyway, enough about that, let's actually get into the Deogen game. The Deogen game is actually this game right now that's shown in the video. This is the same game that was shown in the intro, by the way, where the night vision goggles were complete dog shit. That is the only reason I brought the night vision goggles this round, was to show that funny little skit at the start of the video. But yeah, they're complete dog shit. I don't recommend bringing them in, just leave them in the truck. Just grab the same gear I did, which was, as I said earlier, igniter, firelight, incense and crucifix, making sure to hold your crucifix at all times until you know where the ghost is during the first hunt. So I do the same thing as I did during all of my attempts. I got to the end of the hallway and was just hoping it would be a Deogen. I was recording for at least an hour by now. I was getting tired. You can see here, the goggles are complete trash, so I just turned them off. And you can see this ghost right now is a Deogen, because it found me pretty quickly, it slows down when it's near me. and you've completed the major part of Apocalypse Challenge. Now the part comes where you need to try not to die. So in other words, you can loop it around that table in there, or you could go loop it in the chapel. The choice is really up to you, but if you want safety, I recommend the chapel, because at any time the ghost could just blow out your firelight and you could get completely screwed in the darkness. It's not a fun time. So once the first hunt is over, because the first hunt was just to see if it was a Deogen, once you get that first hunt over, your next objective is going to be getting your gear into the building at the front door. So in terms of gear, all you'll need is to grab every single incense, because you're going to want to have safety at the front door in case you get cornered, because trust me, it will happen. It has happened to me before. It won't happen to everybody, but it can happen depending on how close the ghost is to the entrance. So I recommend putting all the incense at that front door as a backup plan. And then on top of that, just put your objective items there too. So for this round, it will just be a motion sensor, because my other objective is just to get an incense cleanse, which can be done during a hunt, by the way. And then, may I not need to remind you, you also need the photo camera as well, because for Apocalypse Challenge, you need to get a ghost photo, regardless if it's an objective or not. You have to get ghost photo. So you'll see here, I will go back for the photo camera, and that's about that. All you need to do is complete your last objective, get your photo camera photo of the ghost, and you'll be done. So yeah, I got nothing else to say. Just bring these items in, get your objectives done somehow, and I'll see you when I'm done. So as you can see, I'm now done. I sped things up by like 6 times just for viewer convenience, but yeah, once you're done, just go into the truck, make sure all your objectives are completed, and of course make sure you have the ghost type marked in your journal, and also make sure you have the ghost photo in your journal to confirm that you correctly got the ghost photo. You can see there I did. So all objectives done, ghost photo, Deogen. I've completed the challenge. And as you see here, once I press the skip button, you'll see I got Apocalypse Legend, Apocalypse Master, Apocalypse Adept, which are 3 new badges tied to each level of the Apocalypse Challenge. But if you do gold, you'll just unlock all 3 at once, apparently. But I already had this challenge completed. I'm just pretty sure those messages pop up every time you do it. But yeah, when you beat the Apocalypse Challenge, you'll now have 3 unique badges you'll be able to put on your player ID card, and you'll have the trophies in your cabinet. And you'll also see here, I'm just showing you the game stats, just because why not, people love statistics. And yeah, that is Gold Apocalypse Challenge. And in a second here I'm going to back out and I'm going to show you the ID cards. You can see I've already got it selected, but to actually find it, yeah, it's on your special badges. They're all here for your own convenience. And go ahead and show everybody how good you are at the game, or how lucky you are, in my opinion. Like, Apocalypse Challenge, in my opinion, is more luck than skill in terms of the gold one. And look, there you go, all your free trophies in your cabinet. I hope this video was good, and I hope this helped anybody. Let me know in the comments how this video helped. Thanks for watching.